And protein extraction method, when it comes to buffer composition, can actually matter. Here, there's an example from one of AgriSera test labs, which after adjusting extraction buffer composition actually obtained the target band. Most commonly used is trees, but is not so well buffering. Hippies has a better buffering capacity. And also your protein extraction method will depend upon what type of material you are using. Is it having a lot of fat or polyphenols? There are different methods which are available to cope with these substances. As you see on this example, buffer composition may matter in that respect, that addition of 6 molar urea to extraction and loading buffers have actually unfolded the protein and allowed an antibody to bind. What I'm showing here are so-called garden blots. So we have samples from barley, Arabidopsis, and rice. And in the first attempt, a signal was only detected in Arabidopsis, while after addition of urea, it was the target protein was unfolded and accessible for the antibody. This is actually, some laboratories I know are using urea in their buffers as a default because when doing the Western blotting in the natured conditions, it will allow to really keep the protein unfolded. So there can be actually difference depending upon which extraction buffer you're using. As I mentioned, using specific organ can have a crucial importance. For example, for so-called pin proteins, using 2 millimeter of a root tip will be very important as this is where the target protein is concentrated. We also need to include, of course, protease inhibitors and in some cases proteasome inhibitors too. There was a lab who was working with an antibody for a year, and there was no success. And desperately in the last attempt, they included a proteasome inhibitor, and it appeared that the target protein they were aiming to detect was a target of proteasomal degradation. So including the inhibitor really helped to facilitate the detection. And you also need to, if your protein is present in low amounts, you need to optimize your extraction protocol for a good yield. This is important later to be able to load more per well.